Hey everybody, today I'm back with another AllSet Learning screencast. My name is John Pasden, and I've got another topic today related to the Chinese Grammar Wiki. So what we're talking about today is the textbook index feature. So you might not be familiar with that, but if you're a student, if you're using a textbook at all to learn Chinese, then you really should be aware of this because it's quite likely that your textbook is already in the wiki, and that can really save you some time and help you out. So let's take a look at the wiki. All right, so this is the main page, and you might not look at these sidebar links very much, these links up here. Main page, learner FAQ, grammar points, Chinese keywords, word translations, textbook index. Here it is. So we're going to go in there. Now, it's called textbook index, but it's actually not just textbooks. So if you look at this table of contents right here, you'll see the first thing on the list are grammar books. So those are books just about Chinese grammar. If you scroll down here, you can see, basic Chinese, grammar workbook, basic patterns of Chinese grammar, lots of different pretty popular Chinese textbooks, or not textbooks, sorry, Chinese grammar books. And then down here you have textbooks. And a lot of these are textbooks that are used in schools, and they're like a series. Probably the most popular one in the United States, especially among colleges, is Integrated Chinese. So we're going to take a look at that one. And Integrated Chinese has been around for a while. It has multiple editions. Fourth edition is the latest. This is red because we haven't totally finished updating it. But you can see here that level 1, part 1, level 1, part 2, level 2, part 1, level 2, part 2. These are all third edition, and that's actually what a lot of people are still using. So that's okay. And we're going to click, this is a buy link if you don't have the book and you want to buy it on Amazon. So Integrated Chinese level 1, part 2, third edition. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, so I click in there. When it loads up, you can see what the cover of the textbook looks like. This should match what you have. And then when you scroll down a little further, you'll see grammar points by chapter. Now these grammar points by chapter are supposed to mirror exactly what you see in the table of contents when you open up the book. That's where this came from. I actually copied just the table of contents part that refers to the grammar points. So you can see the text here as it is written in the textbook. But we don't copy the grammar explanations or any of the actual textbook content. All we're doing is getting the names of the grammar points as listed in this textbook so that we can then link them to our own grammar points. So these links don't go anywhere related to Integrated Chinese. They go to Chinese Grammar Wiki grammar points. So the reason this is useful is because you might have this textbook and it's pretty good. They got explanations, they got sample sentences. But then you get to one and you're like, I don't really get this. Like, why is it like that? And so if you just go to the Grammar Wiki, find your book, look up, if you're having trouble with lesson 13, the dynamic particle, cool, then you can open it up on the Chinese Grammar Wiki and you can see what our explanation is. And sometimes that can be really, really helpful, not because the textbook is wrong, but because the Grammar Wiki's explanation is a little different, might have more examples. And you can see at the bottom, sources and further reading books. You can see here that it tells you where in the textbook, what pages. So you can go from the textbook to the grammar point, and then you can also go from the grammar point back to the textbook because it tells you right here what the page number is. It can also be useful to look up these grammar points from your textbook because we have these similar to links in the sidebar. And so your textbook probably is not going to do that. It's not going to encourage you to explore that much. But the Grammar Wiki is built for exploring. So if you want to, click on the keyword on the side, go see what other grammar points use go, or you want to see these similar grammar points, you can do all that in the wiki. You can't so easily do that in your textbook. So again, if you're using a textbook, I recommend you check out what we've got here. Even if you're not using a textbook, you might be curious. Like, I've been studying Chinese for a while. My Chinese is pretty good. I'd like to know if I were second semester university student and I were using integrated Chinese, what grammar points would I be learning? Then I could just, look it up right here, right? So this should be quite useful for a lot of students. If your Chinese teacher doesn't know about this, we would appreciate you letting your teacher know, because the teachers can go on the Grammar Wiki, they can get extra examples. It's a free resource. Why not, right? Okay, so that's about all I wanted to share today. Check out this textbook index. It is right there in the left side menu. One other thing related to the textbook index is we're trying to cover lots of different Chinese textbooks, and we add them periodically. Frequently what we do is we actually buy the textbook, and then we add the grammar points from the table of contents. Sometimes it's possible to get the grammar points in the table of contents without actually buying it, because it's freely available somehow. In that case, it's easy to add it. But if you have a textbook that you'd really like us to cover in our textbook index, you can email us at grammar@allsetlearning.com, and we'll do our best to add that for you. Obviously, if you can help us out by providing some kind of information, whether it's a book or a link online or something, so that we can actually build out the textbook page, then that would be even more useful. But we're happy to do that. We'd like to basically cover everything and help everyone out there who's learning Chinese, whether it's through independent study or whether it's through a textbook at a school. So yeah, give us an email if you need a little bit of help. We're happy to do that. So one final mention, we do have a book out. This is the elementary book. Lots of great grammar points that you can find on the wiki. You can also find in book form. This is on Amazon.com. All right, so that's all we've got for today. Remember, if you have any questions or other things you'd like us to cover, please feel free to contact us. This is something you could do. So thanks, guys.